Solid Canine Training. Let's have a little bit of fun. I got a great dog named Gunner, and Gunner's with me for a couple of weeks. The great thing about this is, once they learn basic off-leash commands, so Gunner knows sit, recall, which is here, down, and place. He knows it all. We're going to mix it all up, and we're going to do something new today. We're going to do some agility equipment today, and I'm going to go from high activity to calming state. You can come in. I've got a couple of distractions. There's two of my shadow students here, and he's a people person, loves people, good, but he's got to listen to me. And we're going to not edit this at all. We're going to show it as we do it. If he does make mistakes or if he struggles with something, I'm going to show you how I get him out of those things, because everybody wants to know. All our dogs are remote collar trained. This dog came in on a dog trail, but we do use e-collar technology remote collars. There's no shocking or zapping involved. The way we train remote is we actually do leash and food and remote, and then we take away the leash and we do food remote, and then we just take away everything but the remote. At the end of this, I will tell you how many times they have to use the remote. But remember, the remote is not used right now as a aversive. It's going to be used just as a guide. There's so much false information out there. Every one of my videos, I don't see this from a defensive standpoint. I see it more from an educational standpoint, because there's so much false information out there. More pressure is usually put on dogs with leashes and collars than remotes, at least the way we train. So I'm just going to run them around and we'll see what happens. Over here. Good job, buddy. Sit. No, sit. Good. Down. Good boy. All of our downs and sits are default stays. We don't use the stay command. Come over here. Good boy. Place. Nope. Place. Good. Down. Good. Okay. So, educational moment. I was right here, he sort of stopped short. I used my body, I put my body right here, guided him there. The goal is hands free. What I also did was I engaged the remote at the working level. Let me explain how we use the remote. The dog stopped here. I was here. If the dog had a leash on, what we would do that without leash to get the dog to go from here to there? We would move our body and move the leash at the same time, correct? That's what we would do. That's what the remote does. So what the remote does is, I engage the remote, I move my body, the dog goes, I feel a little bit of pressure, not shock, not zap, but pressure, and my human is moving. I know what this is because I've done it before. That's how we do this. When we're first teaching remote, it's not like this. It's a very slow process. For my Canadian friends, process. All right, so let's try some new stuff now. Let's go. Climb. Oh. Climb. Good boy. Let's go. Good job. Brand new. That's the third time doing it. Come over here. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. Yes. Woo-hoo. Good job. Got her here. Good job. Down. No. Down. No. Down. Good. Okay. Educational moment. I told him to down. He didn't down. I engaged the remote until he laid down. So when I said down, no, down, the remote was on. Remember, it's on a working level. No. So I'll walk back. Over here. Good boy. Down. No. Down. Good. Looking a little bit confused. Why? He is confused. He wanted to get up. When he first walked away from me and I said no, he definitely was a little bit nervous because he was like, what did I do wrong? I don't know what I did wrong. So I went over there and I guided him back into position. When I say no and down, I engage the remote. Why? Because if I had a leash on the dog and my dog got out of down, what would I do? I would say no, down. I would take the leash and very gently and slowly pull the leash down so the dog went into the down position. That's what the remote does. That's remote collar training, guys. It allows us to communicate with our dogs from 10 feet to actually a mile away. And remember, he's just starting these protocols. Did we all see that? Self-correction. Was the camera on him? Garner, here. Good boy. Break, come on. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Down. Good boy. Break. Hoopah. Let's go this way. 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 Up, up. Let's go this way. Down. Push up down. Physically fit. Fitness is good. Los Andes, burning calories. Oh my God. Flan, 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 flan. Cheesecake, 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 cheesecake. Paella, paella, paella. Woo! Break! Good boy. Let's do that climb. Number four, let's go. Climb. Woo-hoo! Climb over. Walk it. All right, let's try something new. Sit. Haven't done this ever before. Sit. Confusion. Help him out. Sit. Good. Down. Never done that before. You see why I got in front of him? Why? Because when we teach sit, I'm standing in front of the dog. So, brand new surface, we went back to kindergarten. It makes sense, doesn't it? Break! Woohoo! All right! Hunter, here. Place. Good, good, falling asleep. Let's go, let's move it. No, down. Good. Great example of a correction. He obviously smelled something there, or he was investigating my Lundstones from Australia, and I just said no, engage the button. If I had a leash on him, I would say no and move the leash back. The remote collar is an invisible leash. Jeff Gelman, Cellular Canine Training, madly in love with you. Cellular Canine Training, let's have a little bit of fun. I got a great dog named Gunner, and Gunner's with me for a couple of weeks. The great thing about this is, once they learn basic off-leash commands, so Gunner knows sit, recall, which is here, down, and place. He knows it all. We're going to mix it all up, and we're going to do something new today. We're going to do some agility equipment today, and I'm going to go from high activity to calming state. You can come in. I've got a couple of distractions. There's two of my shadow students here, and he's a people person, loves people, good, but he's got to listen to me.